How we doing today, folks? It's your boy Nick Bowdy. Hope everybody feeling good. Hope everybody had a good last week. I think the topic last week was in the storm, and I was basically talking about everybody and their process. The storm was a representation of your process to becoming a better person. Your process to becoming, that next person, that next level of your life. And to be honest, I wanted everybody just to be aware, of the storm, and that it's always gonna happen, and that it's always, it's not gonna be easy all the time, but within the storm, you have to understand and find grounding so that, you can still excel at the things that you want to in your life. And this week's topic for Motivational Mondays, BowdieMotives, I want to talk about still standing. And when I talk about still standing, I'm basically saying, being able to still stand in the storm or through your storm. But first, let me just say this. I think we should all of us should give ourselves a round of applause. And just give ourselves a round of applause. Because, last year around this time, the pandemic hit. And people were scrambling. People were lost, didn't know what to do. They didn't know what the future held. People were going to stores and buying 12 rolls of toilet paper and just in a big panic, but I think we should all just take the time right now to just be grateful, appreciate the little things, because a lot of people didn't make it to the next year. A lot of people, are still feeling the side effects of the pandemic, but I think the pandemic taught us a lot. It taught us a lot about ourselves. It taught us a lot about our strengths, our weaknesses. It showed us that our 9-to-5 might not be the only source of income that we need to sustain a good life, in the world. It taught us to be prepared for anything, because who thought this pandemic would happen? Nobody thought it would be, this extreme. It kind of caught a lot of us off guard. I mean, I know companies were shutting down, certain, corporate America, they had to, leave their offices and actually start working from home, and the reason why I say we should, just give ourselves a round of applause is because, we all, all of us, we all had to go through that, and we all had to make adjustments in our own life, to correspond with the pandemic, with the tragedy that was going on around not just America, but around the world. It wasn't just here, but it started in China and then came over here, and I want to say still standing because, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. And it really hasn't been easy. It wasn't easy for a lot of us, but we have to start to look at how far we have came. We have to start to look at the things that we have, the things that we were still able to accomplish, even going through a pandemic, having to wear masks, having to make those adjustments, and I think we all deserve to just, shine some light on ourselves because we were able to make it through to this point. And I just want to say, RIP to everybody who didn't make it, to everybody who couldn't, make it to this time, because a lot of stuff was going on, and a lot of us, we were still here, but there were people who were unfortunate and couldn't make it to this time. So I think that we should all just be very appreciative that we are still standing, still alive, still striving, still able to try and go out and reach our goals, to be better people in the world, to be a better person in our life, and to be honest, you feel me, it's not always a good thing that makes us, change, but sometimes we need these pandemics. Sometimes we need stuff like this to humble ourselves. We need stuff like this to, make us snap out of, the everyday cycle of, well, this is like, well, that's not how it is. You always got to think on your feet. You always have to, make adjustments in life, because you never know. Something like this might happen and we might have to, scramble and wear masks, starting, forever, or whatever the case may be. And like I said, it taught us a lot, but we also, learned through the process that, even when stuff like this happen, the world's not gonna stop. We still have to, work. We still have to, do things and, just be prepared for the next steps, and I see people today, and I'm just so grateful, because like we actually made it, to 2021, and we made it to the next year. It was a lot of stuff going on, y'all. Like it was really hard for a lot of us, but we still managed to push through, and we still, managed to, make the best of a tragic situation, and I'm happy that a lot of us are still standing today. But I thank y'all and I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. That's all I got for you guys today. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, share, get this message out to people. You never know who you might be impacting. Impact somebody's lives. If you can't say the word yourself, use somebody else's voice to, impact people, to motivate people. That's also a form of support, a form of, trying to make the world a better place. So I thank y'all. Hope y'all have a good week this week. Remember, still stand. We still standing. You still pushing. So it's not over. You still standing. You still pushing. You can make it through. I love y'all. Have a good one.